she has written a letter for you. Oh. Questions are in it. Okay. And if you can read the questions and answer them at the time.
Okay. I am a great fan of your White Rabbit Chronicles, and with that series you created the ultimate book boyfriend, Cole. I love him too. Is he just a figure of your imagination, or is he based upon one or more persons? And if you have to put a face to him in a movie, who would you choose? I am a huge fan of Cole myself. And I wrote him to be my book boyfriend. And I wrote him as, I pulled all of my favorite things from some of my favorite romance heroes. William from my Immortals After Dark series, a couple of other characters from my books, and I created him to be the ultimate boy for me. So I would choose, it's on my phone, Stephen James, I think is his name. He's a model, and he is the one I would choose, and I can just look up his name really fast. Yes, he is tattooed and gorgeous. Let's just see. Yes, Stephen James, and I will show you one of his pictures. Me too. Yeah, so that is Cole in my mind. He's pierced, he's tattooed, and he's got the attitude. So protective, or I don't know if he is, but in my mind he is. For the White Rabbit Chronicles, you used little references to the original Alice in Wonderland and gave it your own awesome twist. Thank you very much. I really loved it. Is there any other classic story you'd like to give your own twist to? And if yes, which one? So I've also done Beauty and the Beast already, and because that's one of my absolute favorite stories. That was my book, The Darkest Torment. And then I've done Pandora's Box of the Immortals After Dark, except I had men open the box so they could be blamed for all the world's misery rather than a woman. And then I'm always looking to rewrite fairy tales, and I wish I could talk about upcoming projects, but I can't because they're not official yet. But yes, I will be redoing some fairy tales, and I'm so excited about it. It's going to be so creepy.
Oh, well, I love creepy.
Yes, I do too. I do too. Not a question, but I just need to get this off of my chest. In the Netherlands, only 3 books of the Lords of the Underworld series are translated, but there are already 13 books in the series. I don't really understand why they are not popular here. And I think, because I've been talking to some people about that myself, I was curious, and I think paranormal adult romance is not very popular here.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Yeah, I'm not sure why either, but I hear that the contemporary romances are the way to go here. So
yeah, nowadays, the last year it's all contemporary.
Right. Yes. So I do have some contemporary romances, so hopefully they'll be published here, and if not, well, maybe some upcoming ones.
Yeah, I hope so.
Yes, I'm always looking to expand. First Life is a complete new kind of story coming from your hand. You created a world similar to this life, only made heaven and hell not a biblical promise but a real destination, Troika and Myriad. What was your inspiration to write this story? My inspiration for this story was actually from scripture. I was listening to a sermon, and they talked about kingdom versus kingdom in the afterlife, and I thought, what a fabulous idea to pit 2 realms against each other who are constantly recruiting human people during their first life, and that their real life will begin after they die. So that was the inspiration for that. I really loved Tinley's obsession with numbers. Was it hard to process this in your story? Because really everything makes sense number-wise. Her name, silly little things, and the songs. You know, that a number obsession came about organically from the story. Originally, her name was Iris. That's how I wrote the first. I wrote the first 3 chapters. Her name was Iris. She did not have a number obsession, but I didn't like what I had created, and so I sat down and figured out where I had gone wrong, and realized that I wanted her to start in the insane asylum, basically, and but I needed her to be able to clock the days, how long she had been there, how long she had to be there, and so she pricked her finger to mark her wall in blood, and it was like numbers. She's keeping track of numbers, and so then everything started to grow from there. Really great question. seasons, yeah.
You have First Life and
First Life, Lifeblood,
Yeah.
and then Everlife.
Everlife. That's
Yes.
also 3 books.
Yes, 3 books, yes.
Thank God.
Yes, and then I will be, yes, only 3, and then I will be starting a new series.
Yes, you will.
Yes.
And who thought of this cover? Because this cover is really beautiful.
Oh, I love that cover. That's actually the publisher. I had no idea. I did not suggest an hourglass or anything like that. They had actually sent me 5 concepts, and I'm just going to tell you, they were horrible. Absolutely horrible. They were. I told them this, and so I said, I hate these. Only one of these can I even halfway work with. And so then they took it to higher ups, and the higher ups said, we agree, those are horrible. And so they sat down, had a movie, and came up with the hourglass. And they sent it to me, and I'm like, oh my gosh.
And what was the idea of the first covers you saw that you thought were horrible? What kind of covers?
They were, one of them was a floating head. One of them was, one of them was, a profile of a face, this up, and then right underneath it, the profile of a face facing down. One of them was a face kind of imposed on what looked to be a mountainous, cartoon mountains or something like that. And then one of them was, and this is the only one I thought I could work with, a girl who looked like she was in the process of either floating or fainting. I wasn't sure which, but I could have worked with that.
Yeah, okay, but those
But the others, and there was one, it was her head, and it was blacked out, and then a color border around her, and that was it.
and then they
came up with this. Yes. Yes.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I'm glad they came with this.
Oh, me
this
too.
cover, I only saw the cover and I was like, I want to read it.
Yes.
Have you seen the second book?
Yes.
Yes.
Really neat.
But that's how do you call it? The hour clock?
The hour clock.
Hourglass is like it's smashed.
Yeah,
I love it.
And they are working on the cover for the 3rd now, which I haven't seen, or I would tell you all about it.
Yeah, but I would only already read it for the cover.
Thank you. Yeah, when I saw that, I just was head over heels in love. I was so excited.
It is really, really pretty.
Especially when you hold it up next to the other ones.
Yeah, I'm stuck with the cut head.
Yes.
I just can't believe they came up with
Yes,
it.
I know.
I know. I don't see it.
Yeah, they were trying to put the symbols.
Yeah.
They wanted to have those symbols to have prevalence on the cover, and so you've got the floating head with the symbols around it. But it's like nobody knew what the symbols meant or were with the first book, and so there was no.
Now you have to read it first.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it all worked out for the best.
Wow, I'm happy for it.
Ik hoop dat jullie iets hebben kunnen verstaan van het interview met Gena Showalter, maar het was in ieder geval echt hartstikke leuk. En daarna heb ik mijn boeken ook nog laten signeren door in ieder geval 5 auteurs, want van 2, van Veronica Rossi en Megan Shepard, had ik geen boeken. Oh, en van Donna Freitas ook niet. Maar haar boeken komen morgen binnen en die probeer ik dan zondag nog te laten signeren. Maar ik heb in ieder geval David Arnold gesproken en die heeft de Engelse versie van Kids of Appetite gesigneerd. En er staat dan A Serious Kid of Appetite en hier dan zijn handtekening. Phobos van Victor Dixon. Hij heeft trouwens ook aan mijn telefoonhoesje geaaid toen hij zag dat er chillpills in op zaten. Ging hij eraan voelen en daar werd hij helemaal zen van, zei hij. En ik vertelde hem dat ik het echt geweldig vind, zijn boek, en dat ik daardoor de sci-fi ben gaan lezen. En hij heeft hier dus ingeschreven voor Chinouk. It was very nice to talk with you at YALfest 2017. See you soon in space. En dat zie je dus hier. En ik sprak Amy Ewing van The Jewel. En er staat hier To Chinouk met een hartje. En Leslie Livingston van Onverschrokken. En dit boek heb ik ook nog niet gelezen. Maar ik ben hier zo benieuwd naar. Zeker nu ik haar vandaag gesproken heb. Want ze is zo verschrikkelijk leuk. En die heb hier geschreven voor Chinouk. A Fight Like a Girl. En ja, overal staat wel een tekening van haar. En nog voor het interview liet ik dit boek signeren. Alice in Zombieland van Gena Showalter. To Chinouk, hartje, Gena. En ze waren echt hartstikke lief. Ze waren allemaal echt hartstikke leuk. En alle foto's die ik heb gemaakt met de auteurs, die staan op mijn Facebookpagina. Als je nog niet hebt geliked, heet Chinouk Thijssen Behind the Books. Dus zie je hieronder ook staan. En ik hoop dat jullie deze video leuk vonden. En dat het interview met Gena dus goed gelukt is. Geef een duimpje omhoog. En vergeet natuurlijk niet te abonneren op mijn kanaal. En ik zie jullie weer bij de volgende video. Doei doei!